Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Here we go. 65.
Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. There on the game's first play, and it's second down. You look at this Steeler defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
13.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here we
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Skirts by him at the 35. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
At the Raiders' 35-yard line.
Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Raiders, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
He's got this to Pickens. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Pickett now on 1st down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Lets this go for Renfrow downfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage. And just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the interception set them up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Boston elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down, here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. What a nice little gain. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Pickett going to move his guys around. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And they run with Harris off the option. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
At the 33-yard line, a 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And Johnson going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this up to the 39.
Johnson moves the chain, something he did plenty in 2022, leading the Steelers in yards and catches, but also have the unfortunate distinction of having the most catches yards in the NFL without a touchdown last season. That should be rectified early and often this year.
First and 10, here's Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. A tone setter on defense. They pick off the first pass. I had to look down, but yeah, no interceptions last week, so they made up for lost time.
Boy, did they ever. And when you pick off the first pass of the game, you talk about a tone setter. Now your whole entire defense is thinking, okay, when do we get our next one? Can't wait to get back out on the field and get after them.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll try the right side with Harris. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Pickett. Complete, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So on fourth down, the Steelers going to bring in Braden Mann to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here comes Abdullah on the return. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me,
he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Pickett sets up play action. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Pickett changing the play. In motion right, here comes Johnson. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They're on the 16-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Hoyer. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now Hoyer. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Harris. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Boswell's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll let this go for Adams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pickett to throw on first down. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards. First down, Steelers.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Pickett now from the gun here. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a second and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. That's caught. Allen Robinson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. And they run with Harris off the option. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's a second and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris trying to run inside, but nothing there. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to throw, Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Hoyer. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 2nd and 10, Hoyer. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Off play action, Pickett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 21, here's the second down and 6. Pickett back to throw. Allen Robinson. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
A gain of 37 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Throw complete. Pickett to Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a first down carry for Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Pickett looking to change things up. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got this to Pickens. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go, baby. One play.
Pickett now on first down. Pickens is there on the crossing route. Touchdown! George Pickens with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Steelers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Jacobs going to try the middle. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And quickly they get to the line. On second down, Jacobs. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third and 4. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Down the numbers. There he goes. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They give him a gain of 37. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are an extra point away from going up by 30.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing it in the league.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Second and 10. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Pittsburgh, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week